maybe turn my mic volume down a little bit. See, the last time we streamed, something happened. The noise was pretty high, so just trying to think of how I can potentially fix that. Maybe turn my mic volume down just a tad. I can't hear myself anymore. About right there should be okay, hopefully. God, my camera's terrible. Hey, how far are you? Let's turn you a little bit and put you about right there. All right, there we go. Hello, Cassie. Yeah, okay, 6 viewers. Yeah, we're just having a fun stream to talk about a few things. Don't worry, it's nothing like negative or anything like that. It's just we're gonna talk. First of all, we're gonna talk about some of you aren't aware of this, so I think I need to finally address it because YouTube made a freaking update to their system. Yeah, it's really starting to push my buttons. It's really starting to make me mad because it's really making me lose my patience with YouTube's system. It's really glitchy. That's just the camera quality. Like, there's nothing I can really do about that. Sorry. There's really nothing I can do about that, buddy. I'm sorry. What's your name? Criminy Christmas. Lizer Moda? I have no idea. Moda. I have no idea. F in the chat. Hang on, I lost my patience with the update for Google XD. Are you pressing F for the YouTube thing or that the stream is lagging? Potentially. Like that mostly isn't that. Like, it may not be my internet. It could also be your internet. It depends on your internet and how well your connection is. Okay. Okay, the YouTube update. All right, so let's just get that out of the way first. Wow, Rainbow Dash really coming out today. Hi guys, my name's Rainbow Dash. Yeah. Okay. Stop. But okay, if you guys aren't aware, YouTube made a recent update that basically made YouTubers' life really, really tough. As if our lives weren't tougher enough. Basically, it goes like this. Unless you have the bell notification enabled on my channel, you get zip. Nothing. Like, it will not alert you of any of my new content that is released. It is annoying to say for one thing, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, YouTube, if you want people to get views and you want to make money, stop doing this shit. I mean, seriously, this is ridiculous. I'm getting fucking tired of is what I'm getting tired of. And but yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell. Basically, if you don't have the bell notification enabled, you are not gonna get anything from that channel at all. So there you go. Yeah, gotta make my life harder, huh, YouTube? God. Yeah. And I hate to be that kind of channel, because I watch a lot of channels where they either, one, have to include a sponsor like Raid Shadow Legends, or two, they have to freaking spam that you have to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. I hate that, and I do not like to do that. That's why I don't do that shit in my freaking content. So there you go. Dude, calm down. It's the middle of the day. Nobody cares about your loud freaking bike. But basically, yeah, that's basically that in a freaking nutshell. So that was easy. So on to the next thing to talk about, which is Pony Life. This has been a very surprising thing, honestly. Like, okay, in my original analysis, I basically said it was going to mostly be, what's the word? It's going to adapt mostly to kids. mean, look at the animation style, look at the artwork, look at how it goes. Yeah, there you go. That was my analysis, that it was basically going to be more appealing. That's where I was looking for. Appealing to kids than it was to adults. Well, turns out I was wrong. I did say that maybe, just maybe, there might be some stuff appealing to adults in it if, Hasbro follows the right rules or goes down the right road. Hasbro freaking did the right thing. So, here's my thoughts on Pony Life as of now. I'm up to episode... Hang on. God, it's confusing because one episode equals 2 parts to one episode. So each one has 2 episodes in it. It's like the premiere of MLP. There's 2 episodes, but it's 1 episode at the same time. Oh my God. I'm probably confusing the hell out of all of you. So if we want to go into specs here, I have made up to episode 8, or technically in terms of, just the show in general, episode 9. Or, excuse me, 8. Or God fucking 4. Excuse me. So I have reacted up to episode 8 so far. And I'm not gonna lie, this freaking show is managing to hit me where G4 hit me. Like, okay, it's not G4, and that's a good thing. We don't want this to be G4 all over again. Some people do, some people don't. If it's a different generation, we have to change things. That's basically it. Guys, we can't avoid change. Change is a thing in life. Like, I can't tell you how many friends I lost going out of high school. When I freaking graduate, I lost contact with a lot of friends. They either moved away or whatever. They either moved away, they went their own separate way. Yeah. Life is a thing. There's going to be changes. So, I am already noticing a lot of differences in the characters. For one, is this a spoiler technically? No, because it's actually addressed in oh God, which episode is it? I want to say it's in 1 and 2. When that was 3 and 4. My bad. When Fluttershy goes all huge, like, she can grow at her own leisure, and this is a thing now with Fluttershy. I'm noticing that a lot of the characters have different aspects to them, and I'm really liking this. I'm glad that they didn't just go with the same personalities of the characters that were basically in G4. They didn't just copy and paste them into G4.5, excuse me. Like, they actually went with different personalities. For one, Fluttershy is more like a Pinkie Pie in this than she is the shy stereotype like she was in G4. Sure, she learned how to be more assertive and in a way that wasn't Iron Will's way. Basically. What the hell? Yes, question mark. Okay, I don't know what the question mark is for. Let me know. But basically, I see Fluttershy as more of a Pinkie Pie in this than anything. But the actual Pinkie Pie, who is the 4th wall breaker, is AJ, which really reminds me a lot of Pinky Tails. Not gonna lie. But it's good. I like these differences. These are really good differences, and it gives the characters personality and yada yada yada. Like, okay, I loved 3 and 4. 1 and 2 really didn't catch me as much as 3 and 4 did. For one, it has a really cool aspect to it, like a really cool idea around it. Being the best of the worst. Okay, if you're the best of the worst, then you're the worst person alive. Then, of course, there's the whole thing around the episode. Like, Rainbow Dash is basically trying to compete against some, like, they're attacking her with, her weakness. She doesn't like to lose. So that aspect of her character is still there. She's still competitive. She doesn't like to lose. She's very competitive, and yeah, that's basically just something of Dash. So yeah, basically, the whole aspect of the episode was this guy attacking Rainbow Dash. I don't remember his name, honestly. Was him attacking Rainbow Dash with her weakness, which is basically competition. Uh, being the best of the worst is the worst thing possible. So I like the episode because it shows, like, I quoted a SpongeBob episode. I can't remember what the name of the episode actually is. Let me think about that for a minute. Oh god. Oh god, it's the one where I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where Sandy and SpongeBob are competing to be the best of everything, basically. Eventually, they learn that they can't be the best at everything. Nobody's the best at everything. And you don't have to be. You just have to be yourself. And that's basically what this episode does perfectly. Like, it addresses that you don't have to be the best at everything or even be the best of the worst. Being the best of the worst is the worst thing possible. So yeah, it's really, really well done. I was shocked by the script writing and how well it was actually done. I was like, what the wow, this is really, really, really getting into G4 vibes here. Then came was that 5 and 6 or 7 and 8? Trying to think here. 5 and 6 was the cat one. Let me think. I've only seen it once. Spare me. 5 and 6 is kind of like how do I put this? Kind of like Griffin the Brush Off a little bit. Definitely has a really nice moral around it and is well done. Again, the writing for this is legit. It's done well and feels very like season 1, 2, 3-ish, like, like those kinds of like feels like the OG seasons with like those simple ideas and simple little morals that were unique and different, and they weren't the same thing played over and over and over and over again. There also is a sense of like a continuity with 7 and 8, because it's because yeah, there's a little bit of a little Easter egg at the beginning of the episode that deals with a pony that was trying to be the best of the worst. That's okay. Let him be the best of the worst. He's the worst thing possible to ever step foot or hoof into Ponyville. Like, and let's just take a minute to talk about the animation. The animation is spot on. I am really enjoying it because it's reminding me kind of like the Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, yada yada yada, those cartoons, like way back in the day. And when I say the Powerpuff Girls, I don't talk about the garbage reboot. Yeah, this is very well done. I am enjoying the animation very much. Like, Twilight as a scared cat is amazing. It's adorable. Like, that's another thing I really noticed about the characters is that they move like cats. Like, they're very cat-like. I don't know if that's the thing. I don't know if that's supposed to be a thing, but whatever. Cats are assholes, I guess. And that's literally what 5 and 6 implies. But the episode that really caught my eye and really started to make me think of like G4 vibes was 5 and 6. Then 7 and 8 followed up with just a boom. Like, this show is hitting in the right places. It's not just for kids. I'm already catching that. It's not just for kids. It has a diverse audience. Like, I actually am loving Pony Life. This is really, really strange. Like, a lot of people like pissed on it when it first was announced. They thought it was going to be just another freaking Teen Titans Go. Well, Teen Titans Go, people who thought it was going to be Teen Titans Go, that wasn't even a like original like an inspiration for it. So shut up. The director basically said it themselves. This was not even inspired by Teen Titans Go. Thank fucking God. But yeah, it's amazing so far. I am really enjoying Pony Life. Again, I love Applejack's character and where they're going with her. They're making her more like city girl like what she was supposed to be like in G5. What she's supposed to be like in G5, my bad. I don't know if that's really legit or if that might have gotten mixed up with Pony Life. I don't know. But in this one, she's clearly not just a farm girl. She's not the country girl stereotype. She has that in her, but she's not that at all in this. Like, she actually gets involved in something that goes way outside of her character in G4, and I like it. It's diverse and really reminds me of like, what did the one remind me of that I'm trying to remember? 7 and 8 was, oh, that title card. Yeah, one of the title cards was a real horse with a blonde mane and a tear going down its face. I have no idea why that was implied, but I think it was more for a laugh. It made me go, what the hell? Okay, I'm just gonna look past that. But oh, it reminded me of Canterlot Boutique because of the trends. But basically, 7 and 8 has the moral of don't follow, lead. Be a leader, not a follower. My God, do we need that lesson nowadays? Don't follow the trends, people. Trends like, I have no idea what people were thinking when the Tide Pod Challenge was a thing. That is the dumbest and most idiotic thing that I could see anybody ever doing. Do people realize that there's chemicals in Tide Pods that can kill you? Bleach can kill you, people. It will kill you. Don't do stupid shit. The one trend that oh my God, I'm so glad it finally died after so long because I was getting so sick and tired of seeing it. Freaking fidget spinners. Fidget spinners was just a plague. Like, I never caved in, actually. I actually never caved in, so thank God. But yeah, fidget spinners, while they're harmless and they're not problematic, they're actually they're actually good for people who are like overactive. I can't remember, like fidgety people, like people who fidget a lot. It's good for those kinds of people. That's what they're intended for. But when it went all trendy, I'm like, oh my God, kill me. Was I still in school when that one was going around? No. That would have been like 2018, 2017. I don't remember, and I don't really care. But it's good for people who fidget a lot. But yeah, the trend had to die. It had to die. Like, I love the message of 7 and 8. Don't be a follower, be a leader. Don't follow the herd. Lead it. That is an amazing one that, and with Applejack being the one who's like the main focus of the episode, it's awesome. Like, Pony Life has that feel of like the first 3 seasons of G4. Like, it has those like vibes that are like heartfelt and very original. And then there is like, just like, how can I put this? Like, how do I put this? This is really hard to like explain fully without saying the wrong thing. Like, I'm not saying Pony Life is G4. It's not. But it has that feeling of like, how did I put it? An escape from reality. Like, it's a place people can go to escape for 10 or so minutes. Like, if you're on a binge watch, let's see. I gotta do some math. 10 times 4 is 40 minutes. So if you want like 40 minutes of just, laughing and having fun, there you go. There's an escape from reality that we live in. I love it. So far, so good. I am blown away at how well I'm actually liking Pony Life. Like, I never once shit on it. I just said, I hope that, Hasbro goes the right direction, that they follow what Lauren basically left them on. Be diverse and don't just stick to one audience. Stick to, giving something that kids can laugh at, but adults can like too. Like, I've already spotted some adult jokes. I can't name them right off the bat, but there have been some adult jokes in this. It's like, yeah, it's really shocked me. It's on those G4 levels. Like, I can honestly say I love it. Shocking, and yeah, but I love Pony Life. It's amazing show so far, and yeah, theme is good. Theme is really good. It's better than G4. I'll say that. I can't wait to see other people's like inputs on this, like Apple Geek and the Bronies React guys. I can't wait to see their input on Pony Life because that'll be pretty interesting. Okay, let me read the chat. We know Bleach can kill us. Type Pot channel. It's nothing short of suicide. Also, let me know if my mic's too loud. Please tell me if my mic is too loud. In the last stream, I was listening through, and holy fuck, my ears were getting pierced. Usually should team that either by nature or school. Oh, usually should learn that by either nature or school. Known what was good, not since I was little. Oh, hey, Ben, Dog Ringo. Haven't talked to you in a long time. Pony Life isn't G5, right? It's G4.5. That is confirmed by one of the lead director confirmed it as G4.5. Pony Life, I kind of left the fandom for a while after the last couple of seasons. French was very disappointed me. Pony Life is good. It's fantastic. So far, very, very good. It's not too loud. I'm wearing ear pods and my ears are not bleeding. Let's see. Like, I don't know how to, like, Pony Life is something of its own original creation, and I like that it's staying that way. It's giving the characters different, personalities and is making it different from what it originally was supposed to be. That's good. Relaxed episodes of the first seasons. Pony Life is nice in that aspect. Ear rape. No, I'm speaking at normal level right now. I'm actually speaking at normal level. Like, if I went to ear rape you guys, I could do that, but I'm not going. Like, my gain knob's only at about 2 o'clock, so that's not too bad. My iPhone is broken and I can't use my earpods or my Galaxy Buds for Samsung. Sad days. Until G5 comes along, it should be a year or two, although delays might be a thing though. Ben, I would honestly give Pony Life a watch. If you like simple, funny stuff, then this is your kind of show. It also has that G4, like the original, like 3 seasons of G4 there. It like has that feel. Like, yeah, it's more silly and less, serious, like, what G4 was. But but that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be for kids, while also allowing, adults to get a joke here and there, or, something like that. I'm a simple guy, so I enjoy it. It's really fun. Yeah, delays might be a thing, actually, because of the in the room that I can't say. Let's see. But I feel like let's see. We're a year before, but they've had time to really put that together. So I feel like right now, we're probably in, if anywhere where they would be right now, they'd probably be around, I would say, either post-production or they're just getting recording started for the script, right? For like the scripts. But the thing about Pony, I don't know what the heck it is about Pony Life. There's just something. Like G4, easy. It was relatable. And I think that's the same thing about Pony Life, honestly, is it's relatable. Like, the freaking moral of what was it? That was 5 and 6. The moral of 5 and 6. I have been through that situation. You don't know how many times. I have been used and abused by people, and people have faked to be my friend just to get something they want. I have been down that road one too many times to count. So it's relatable to me. I think that's really what caught my attention. And what kind of made me go, oh, wow, this is actually going into, like, different levels than I thought it would. Like, I thought just stick to, like, maybe kid-friendly topics or something like that. But even then, it would have been fine. But no, it's actually going places that I didn't expect it to go. And that's what I'm really liking about Pony Life. It's not afraid to go, it's not afraid to be something like the Powerpuff Girls. Like, first glance, the Powerpuff Girls looks like a girls show, definitely. But once you watch it, No, 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 no. It's not just a kid's show. Or, well, it is a kid's show, but it's more, it's for adults too. Like when I was watching the Powerpuff Girls, there was a thing they called on Friday nights called Friday Night Cartoons. I was always ready for that every Friday. Got my homework done, and I was in my bedroom at the TV waiting for that 9 o'clock when they started the Friday Night Cartoons. I miss those days. That was when they were airing like Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Codename Kids Next Door, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dexter's Laboratory, maybe Johnny Bravo. Like those simple little cartoons that had just simple little ideas that worked into, they just worked. Like Codename Kids Next Door was one of my favorites to watch as a kid. It was very creative. That's one thing I really liked about it. I like that there was like this, foundation for kids that were against the adults because the adults were evil. I like that idea. It was fun. I think it's fine while waiting for G5, though. I have been seeing a mostly fixed opinion on it on FimFiction. Mixed opinion, not a fixed. That's because not everybody's going to like it. I already stated that it's not going to appeal to everybody. Only if you're someone who's simple and can take like a grade level joke, are you really gonna like it? But it's had really good, like 5, 6, 7, and 8 were the ones that really caught my attention. Even though the Rainbow Dash one is really good. Be yourself. Don't do what others do. Be your own person. That's a really good moral for kids because we need it nowadays. Yeah. I don't know where we're going next in 7, 8, 9, and 10. But there's supposed to be 26 episodes of it in terms of like, if we're just talking episode to episode, not episodes in the episodes. My God, that is so fucking but basically, yeah. 56 episodes in terms of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 56 episodes in terms of that. Hang on, no, 26, 52 episodes, my bad. But if you cut that in half, there's 26 episodes with two parts in each. It's not G4, and that's what I like about it. It's its own original thing, and it's trying to be its own original thing. So the team did a great job. Now, I saw the thing on Twitter today about Kathy Westluck, why she didn't choose to voice Spike. Honestly, I almost couldn't tell a difference. It actually surprised me. But yeah, and I'm glad that she brought that to attention because I was a little confused, but she chose not to do it on her own, out of her own, choice, which is fine, honestly. But yeah, that Pony Life is amazing to me. So far, it has really impressed me, and there hasn't been one bad episode yet. The weakest is definitely probably number 1. I didn't really care for it. Well, I did. It's not that I didn't care for it. I liked it, but it just wasn't as hit on the point as the other ones that have come out so far. I mean, there's a reason I still think that Crusaders Lost Mark is closest to perfect that FIM has gotten so brilliantly written. Watch the epilogue. Just saying. Robert Burgless. Thank you, bud. I work really, really, really hard on my stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to have something out for the beginning of July, honestly. I have nothing right now. I have been too busy with Month of Macabre and what's the other one? Oh, yeah, that's for Month of Macabre, too. I'm too busy with Month of Macabre in order to get to anything else. I just wanted to get it out of the way, which I'm just going to plug something right here. You guys want to, if there's any, females in the chat that want to, are interested in voice acting for Celestia, Sunset, or Philly Twilight, which means Kid Twilight, go watch the video. It's one of my more recent ones. Just go watch it, follow the rules of it, and send me a sample if you want to. I mean, it says in my analytics that the majority of people that watch my channel are female, so that's kind of interesting. I agree that Crusaders of the Lost Mark is definitely one of the best. By far, it is definitely one of the best. But that goes on par with like things like what was it called? The Perfect Pair, the Epilogue. Good God, the Last Problem. That's what it's called. The finale, the final battle, done well. Very much done well. I really enjoyed the final battle, and I just enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm a simple guy. It doesn't take much to impress me. If it has good jokes and it has a good script, then yeah, I am going to enjoy it. Now, unlike the freaking garbage that is now the Powerpuff Girls reboot, 5 seconds, guys. That's all I needed to see, and I yeeted. I was done. I've seen the last episodes. I like the two-parter. I like the two-parter. I didn't enjoy the Last Problem. Some decisions didn't make sense to me, and it could have been handled better, in your opinion. That's fine. Well, excuse me. I didn't mean to do that, but I think it was a perfect end. Like, honestly, they ended it with closing the book, a song number, music number, whatever, and basically starting where we started in G4. Twilight was basically a student of Princess Celestia that didn't believe in friendship. She was more focused on her studies. Basically the same thing with Lester Dawn. She was going independent, so Twilight had to swear in basically saying that friendship is what makes you a better person. She didn't want her turning into a moon dancer or herself before she found friendship. So I find that the perfect way to end it. Starts a new legacy, and boom, close the book, and we're done. That's a wrap. But Pony Life is really impressing me more than I thought it would. I was honestly shocked. Really, really shocked how much impressed me in 7, 5, 6, and 7 and 8. It shocked me. Like, yeah, Endless is making a good point. Simple, better. Yeah, that's basically the kind of thing that seasons 1, 2, and 3 implied in G4, which is why they were the better episodes. Like, there wasn't really heavy topic in it, I don't think. Not that I can think of at the moment. Like, there were simple morals, but there really wasn't anything heavy like the perfect pair that talks about family conflict, and if you let something stupid like anger get in the way of something you're going to regret missing, that's a deep topic. Seasons 1, 2, and 3 didn't do that, but I'm glad they continued it. I really enjoyed season 4 and season 5. Season 6 was an upper and a downer. It was basically the roller coaster season. 8, kind of lazy. Oh, excuse me. I skipped over a season. Season 7, one of the best. Had only one bad episode in my opinion, and that was the freaking garbage that is Secrets and Pies. That episode just did not fit and was filler more than anything. Then of course we have season 8, which was honestly the laziest season in my opinion. It had good episodes, don't get me wrong. It had really good episodes, but it just was lazy. From the school to Cozy Glow having no origination. That's the thing. She had no origin, and that's what bugs me about it. If they would have given Cozy Glow like some sort of backstory like they did to Starlight, like why did she become a communist? Give them something. Where the hell did Cozy Glow come from? Who is she? What's her purpose? That was the season 8 problem. Season 8, okay, I love the Student 6. Some of them. Like Smolder and Yona are my favorites. Those two are definitely my favorites. But other than that, season 8 really, really lazy. Hang on, I gotta think. No. Yeah, season 8 was the lazy season. 9 was closing the door, basically. You had to wrap things up. So it wasn't meant to be a solid season, but it was meant to be one that was good enough to close the book. Like, we're closing every door that's open at the moment. So we're just going to close the doors and end it. There were a few things that were kind of weird to me, but I enjoyed the season finale. I liked the battle. Definitely was Endgame really, really feelsy, but it didn't. It like I'm not gonna lie. The first part of the freaking battle, yeah, part one, I could not breathe. There was so much going on all at once. I couldn't freaking breathe. Like you could tell that that the staff put everything all balls to the wall, no regrets. They didn't care. They didn't care anymore. I did not like season 9 Sombra at all. I did not like him at all. He was too like okay, here we go from shadow demon entity thing in season 3 to this wisecracker egotistical style guy in season 9. What the hell? Like, yeah, bad. Okay. I think one of my main gripes with the last 2 seasons was the music just being such a letdown to me. There were so few memorable songs at all. I can agree. I will always remember the Magic of Friendship Grows. That one was very, very memorable. The ones that I remember the most, though, are like the ones from, the first 3 seasons. Or like, I would say season 1 to season 5 is the ones that I remember the most. Like the most catchy songs are definitely like, seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, those had really good songs in them. I like Racist Barn. How can you not remember that song? That song is so freaking catchy. Almost every CMC song was catchy. Like Bab's Seed. Who doesn't remember that freaking song? It's so catchy. The lyrics are simple. It's not that tough. Every track from Crusaders of the Lost Mark. I mean, that episode was fantastic on 2 ways. Because it wasn't just it wasn't just the episode where the Cute Mark Crusaders get their cutie marks finally. It is the episode where Tiara actually gets a reason for being who she is and gets redeemed. Wow. Nah, I don't think so. That's not a good way to end it. I would rather have something that fits better. Like that's just my opinion. Like I love how how in the song they toy with that one part at the beginning of the theme where Twilight says I used to wonder what friendship could be. I don't know if it's Twilight actually saying it, but I don't know. But basically she says I used to wonder what friendship could be in the season or not in the theme song. Then in the end, she says, "Oh, how I used to wonder what friendship could be." That is a really good a really good play on the lyrics. So that's one thing I really liked about the end of the song. Really well done, Daniel. Amazing job. That and also I like the how do I put this? I just like how the lyrics are arranged in how the magic of friendship grows. That song is just so good. Oh, the end part on the end to how the magic of friendship grows, it plays the melody of the original song. Da, 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 da. It plays that as a way of like thank you people for supporting us for this long. It's like what one of the directors said. Most shows don't last 3 seasons. 9 is huge. That's when you've accomplished something great. I asked the creator of Cozy Glow, and he told me things might not look to what they might. Things might not look like what they seem. Yeah, I feel like the Darla Dimple connection is where things lie with Cozy Glow. Like she's a mirror in a mirror in a Philly's body. That would be my headcanon with her. But they could have actually said that. That is not R-rated stuff, people. That's like literally PG at the most. I got an itch. I don't buy the claim that Cozy Glow is an adult pony in Philly's body. If it's not revealed on screen, it's not definitively canon. Well, that's where your imagination comes in, and where you have to just kind of look at it like that. I mean, where does fan fiction come from? The imagination, right? Look at what I did with 28 Pranks Later, one of the most hated episodes of season 6. I turned it into a pandemic, which is not even funny that it's a meme now because of the goddamn elephant in the room. God, shush. I agree. It would be great if we learn more in the season 10 comics. Well, season 10 is supposed to tell. All I've heard really is the one thing where they're going to explore Zikora's like homeland. I really hope that. Yeah, I have been waiting for an episode of that for a long time, but I really am. I'm still here in the fandom. I am enjoying Pony Life. They're going in the right direction. Let's hope they stay that way with G5. Even though G5 is going to be a totally different like case scenario, because it's a whole new world and a whole new cast of characters. I mean, I guarantee Tabitha is probably going to return. That woman's been with MLP for a long time. I think ever since season. No, not season. I think she's been with them since season 1, if I remember. Oh my god, G1. Fuck. If I'm not mistaken, I think she actually has. I know Kelly Sheridan has, aka Starlight. Let's see. I agree. It would be okay. To me, she's a demon disguised as a filly. Well, I couldn't really go that deep, I don't think. I'm really hoping. Well, it depends on what the comic writers choose. They can go any limit they want on those comics because it doesn't really matter. It's not televised, so it's, yeah. I don't know if the comics are canon 100%, but Maud was mentioned there way before her on-screen appearance. I think the ones season 10, like the ones portraying season 10, are canon because it's a season. Like, I feel like that would be canon. Also, they literally turned season 7's like shadow play into a freaking, like, they took a comic and they turned it into like an episode. Even when they said they weren't going to do that multiple times. It's like oh geez. It's like this. Hang on, I got an itch. Trying to think of where the hell I was going with that. Fuck. I hate when my brain dies. But yeah, I think that season 10 is canon. I mean, it's following the story of Friendship is Magic through the comics. Considering Sombra has made multiple appearances in the comics, they definitely aren't canon. Well, this is what I was going to touch on. It's kind of like Equestria Girls. Equestria Girls is very convoluted because of the fact, considering what's canon to Friendship is Magic and what's canon to Equestria Girls. Because of this. Okay, Spring Breakdown. We go through a portal that goes to Equestria. And they go there, and their pony counterparts are there. So they go to Equestria. So I have a question. Does that mean that Friendship is Magic's universe is canon in Equestria Girls because it happened? You know, the first time they went to Equestria, I think, was Mirror Magic, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's when Starlight went through the mirror. And those were Equestria Girls based shorts. So is it canon that they crossed over into Equestria because they go to the Friendship is Magic universe clearly? So is that canon to the Equestria Girls universe now? I mean, seriously, that is so freaking convoluted. It's not even funny. I understand. Hasbro has to make money. They have to keep making stuff. You run out of ideas. That's why they ended season 9. They were out of ideas. And yeah, look at just how successful Pony Life is right now. I actually came across a fan fiction that was actually written, and people were giving it a lot of shit. Not a perfect story, but definitely not a bad story at the same time. It's kind of weird, honestly. But there was another one that was released apparently that I can't even remember what it was called. But yeah, Pony Life is being turned into fan fiction, so there you go. People are liking it, which is awesome. But yeah, to newcomers here, the first thing that we talked about was YouTube's new setting. If you want to be alerted by anything on my channel, like if you want to keep listening to my readings and all that stuff, you have to hit that bell notification, otherwise you don't get crap. The sub button isn't enough anymore. So there you go. Please spread this around to your friends and all that, because that is really, really important for me. I've noticed my view counts have went like since then. Like, it's freaking ridiculous that I have to deal with this bullshit. Like, I'm not whining or anything. I'm just saying it's kind of screwed up that the subscribe button isn't enough to get people's attention. It should be simple enough to hit that subscribe button and not have to hit a bell notification along with it. That's like if you buy something, you have to buy something else along with it, otherwise you get nothing. Makes no sense. Well, then again, YouTube hasn't made sense since freaking the apocalypse. They said a second one was going to happen, and then COPPA happened, but whatever happened to that lovely little thing, huh, people? People like threw a freaking, like, people rated over nothing, honestly. All you have to do is just label your videos correctly as not safe for kids or safe for kids, and there you go. It's not that big of a deal. Draw the Two Sisters is not as uncanon by Shao Play. In short, no spoilers. Star Swirl. Ah, God, not this again. Star Swirl knew of the Tree of Harmony as a relic before the Pony of Shadows happened. Well, how it goes in the show is that basically Stygian, the Pony of Shadows, basically got dissed on by them for no reason, because they assumed that he was just trying to, I don't know, really. But I can't really remember. It's been a while. But Stygian wanted to just learn to earn their respect, and that's why he turned to the Plains of Shadows, because he finally got freaking mad at. He got tired of it. It's kind of like Nightmare Moon shenanigans going on there. Seeing, well, how it goes in the show, it's kind of still unclear why Luna did what she did. In the show, according to season 4, Luna only turned into Nightmare Moon because there could only be one ruler. She wasn't willing to, be just, in Celestia's shadow, technically. Like, she didn't want to be overshadowed by Celestia, so she took matters into her own hooves and turned into Nightmare Moon. She was basically, yeah. But yeah, that's the show's story. I think something more like Lullaby for a Princess that explains it a little further would make more sense. Or even The Moon Rises. That one is also a really good representation of something that could have happened and why Luna decided to go all Nightmare Moon. But again, I ask, it's more than likely a freaking script mistake, but how the hell did Luna know Daybreaker's name if, because in the Royal Problem, Luna basically arrives in Celestia's, Starlight Stream, and basically when she sees Daybreaker, Celestia tells her nothing. She doesn't say who she is. And Luna knows her name. Guaranteed that's a script mistake, but seriously, wow, big script mistake. But if it isn't a script mistake, did Celestia go all rogue at one point? I don't know. That's what fanfiction mirrors are for. And I really haven't had any ideas as of late. An act of kindness, just an act of fucking shit. An act of kindness just kind of came and went. Like, it was just something that I wrote off the top of my head because I actually had the idea in my head along the way, but I didn't really know how to portray it. Because the idea that I had was basically Rainbow Dash was going to get stuck in a relationship with Fluttershy and where she turns into Flutterbite again. That's literally so I didn't know if I should have made it way like a longer story or a shorter story. I ended up going shorter because if I did it longer, it would have just been a mess. Considering at the time I had my Month Macabre thing all still in pieces. Finally, I ended up freaking getting it done and it's recorded. But yeah, I think you guys are going to be happy with what you get this year. If I can find a freaking Celestia. I also still need a Sunset Shimmer. I think the submissions I've gotten from Philly Twilight are really good. It's going to honestly be hard to choose. But I still need a Celestia and I still need a Sunset. And it's just the regulars with a lot of dialogue. I've only got one submission for Sunset so far, and it's not the best. It's breaking to dwell on Sunset. Okay. Thank you, Cody. That really does help. YouTube is putting away. Okay, whatever. It's brain breaking to dwell on Century's old Celestia and Luna as human school administrators. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like the Equestria Girl forms. I never liked them from day one. Ugh, they look horrifying. Daybreaker could have been mentioned to Luna at some point. The thing is, given Celestia's response to when she sees Daybreaker for the first time, she doesn't know who she is. So Celestia doesn't even know who Daybreaker is. So I think that debunks that question. Or that theory. Hey, fanfic. Human, Selly, and Lulu really are immortal. Oh, dear God. Yeah. I'd still like to see, considering Equestria Girls is supposedly done for, I would like to see the one where Sunset finally meets her in real life self in the Equestria Girls universe. Because if every pony has a human counterpart, where's hers? That's one thing I was like waiting to see, but if I had to like rank, what the best Equestria Girls like thing was, honestly, it's got to be easily Forgotten Friendship. That freaking sacrifice in that, holy crap. So you're willing to give up your own memories just so that your friends don't forget who you are. Plus, it answered quite a few questions on, when Celestia, when Sunset arrived in, like when she arrived in the Equestria Girls universe, like what kind of state she was in. She was very confused. But it kind of also conflicts with, who she was in the Equestria Girls movie. She was a little shit. Like, that's why I kind of wrote this fic for Month Macabre, because it kind of plays with that idea a little bit. Like, did Sunset really go through the mirror out of spite? According to the comics, she did. But the comics aren't canon. So, okay, let's stop and think for a minute. Did Sunset go through the mirror out of spite, or did she go through it for a reason? Like, was she really in a situation where she's like, I'm out of here? Like a bad situation that could have potentially put her life in danger or something like that. Think about those things for a minute. Because in Forgotten Friendship, when she shows up, according to when she loses her memory. Basically, what happens is that she begins to be all confused on where the frick she is. So she showed up into the Equestria Girls world all like, whoa, where the hell am I? And she is actually begging for Celestia's guidance. So she's scared. Human Sunset dead. Too young. Older and in college. They'd be the same age. Married with kids. Still, same age. She'd be a teenager. Because Twilight was this, well, how ages work in these universes is not really clear. Because if we're talking ages here, Twilight in the Friendship is Magic universe is easily in her 20s. But in the Equestria Girls universe, they're school kids. So they're around probably 16, 15, 17, somewhere around there. Depending on if Canterlot High is a college or not. It doesn't look like it. If it's a college, it would be something like Crystal Prep. Even though Crystal Prep is a high school because high schools are competing. Let's see. Theory 2 is that Luna could have seen Dame Breaker in some Pony's Nightmare in the past, but then Celestia would have known who she was. I might have theories for now. There are so many secrets that Friendship is Magic is keep. I've noticed plenty. Well, I think that's the point. I think they're leaving it up to the fan fiction writers to, write those theories out on board. They leave things behind for a reason. Like, wait until you guys see what's coming up from Month of Macabre. I really had this idea in my head for quite a while. I just didn't know how to put it together. So it's finally out and it's recorded. Holy crap, that was a day. 4 hours of recording with about 1 hour of a break. Because there's 5 chapters? Like 5 chapters, I think, in all. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. There's 5. There's 5 in total, and yeah, each are easily over the 2,000 word mark. Holy God Almighty! Yeah, my throat was dead at the end of that day. I wanted to die, but we're gonna get better if I don't try to push my voice to the limit, right? The Grogar twist caught me off guard. To be honest, it caught us all off guard. I honestly thought it was stupid, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense. I mean, Discord is Discord. But it didn't hurt anything. If anything, Discord seriously really f***ed up and put Equestria in some major danger. Like, that whole aspect is a debate on its own. But I personally don't care. I'm a simple guy. I don't really care if there's something in there that's stupid. But yeah, Discord done effed up big time. Let's see. Sunset should be older than Twilight. She is. I think the show writers actually did confirm that she is. I think she's like 5 years older than Twilight or something like that. 10 years old or something like that. She was Celestia Sin before Twilight. So her human. Yeah, she was her. I think she was her. Yeah, she was her protege. At the time, but then again, it still goes to say when she went through the mirror, according to her response, when she loses her memory, why in the world would she be like scared and confused if she was mad at Celestia or like a rebel? She'd be like, like she would be fully aware of where she was going and what she's doing. I mean, it would go all the way back to the first time she went through the mirror. So she'd know where she's going or would have an idea of where she's going. So was Sunset really a rebel or was she something else? Again, another theory. Let's see. Might as well get the Brony Notion in here for that. They're the ones with the conspiracy theory like kind of crap going on. Yeah, I think she's like 10 years older than her or something like that. She's not that old. Let's see, Twilight would have been probably around, let's see. Sunset came right after Sunset left. So Twilight joined Celestia's school when she was like, if I had to guesstimate, I'd say 7 years old. But then again, to get into the school, wouldn't you have to be like a teenager or something like that? You'd have to be of a certain age. I don't know. It's Celestia's school for gifted unicorns or something like that. So maybe there isn't an age limit. 7, 8, 9, something like that. Because my estimation of age, when the show began, Twilight was easily 20 years old. And I got into a debate with this guy who thought that Spike was 20 when the freaking show started. I'm like, oh my God, you're an idiot. No. Spike is a baby dragon. He's not 20. I understand dragons age differently, but look at him. Does he look 20 to you? No. If we're going off age base here, and Twilight was 7 when she got into Celestia's school, he'd be 13 years old. I don't remember exactly how many winters passed in the show. I think there was like 5 or something like that. So about 5 winters or something like that. Twilight would have been 25 at the end of the show. I think there was 7 actually, about 27, something like that. Then at the end of the show, in the epilogue, she would have been 47 because that was 20 years later. God knows how old Spike is. If we're going off of, that theory, Spike could be 40. But in dragon years, that's kind of convoluted. I don't know. I'm not an expert on everything. Let's see. Rarity, I think, was the oldest of the main 6, honestly. She just seems more like an aged lady. Like she has more of a like an adult appearance than the other main 6. They seem more like they're still growing into adults. But we know by Fluttershy's quote, "I'm a year older than you," that she's a year older than Pinkie Pie. So I have to guess Twilight would have been about 20 years old. Rainbow, they say, is younger than Twilight, so she would have been 19. I don't think so. I would say she's about 20 at the least. Let's see. We got Fluttershy next. So she'd be 21. Then there's Applejack. Applejack, I think, would have been a little older, so I think she could have been 22, maybe 21. Pinkie Pie, 20. Who am I missing? Oh, Rarity. Then there's Rarity, who I think at the time of the show's airing was about 25 years old. I'd guesstimate her in about her mid-20s. Like mid to late. So basically the main 6 are mostly in their 40s at the end of the show. So yeah. That was but that's all just based off of my guesses of how old they would be. So they're all in about their 40s. Twilight will age differently because she's an alicorn. Rarity was the only one with gray hair. But gray hair is caused by more than just age. It can be caused by stress. And seeing she's running a fashion line that extends all the way to Yakistan 20 years later, yeah, that'd be a pretty stressful job. It's like trying to run a worldwide business. But I don't know. She's the only one with gray hair. Fluttershy honestly does not look that old. But again, did she end up with Discord? I think so. I think so. Because given how those two interact, and the fact that whenever Discord is in the picture, especially in a state of crisis, like when he frees them from Chrysalis and all them's control, from their prisons, he says keep Fluttershy safe. If that is not a cry that I love her, if that's not a cry for I love her, what else is it? I understand you can love a friend to the point of where you care for them, but the way Discord does it, it just seems more than friends. It does not seem like a friendship anymore. So I think those two were secretly a thing. I honestly do. Knows how hurt Fluttershy was also when Discord was found out to be, well, an imposter. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Flutter Cord shipper too, so I'm for it. I honestly do think those two were, and they ended up being a thing at the end of the show. The Apple Dash thing, I'm not even going to into that. I don't care either way, but I honestly think they're just roommates. I don't think they're a thing, but it's, I mean, I don't care. I'll ship it either way. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It's just a show. I don't really care. The shipping is harmless. So you want to think they're together, think it. If you don't, then don't. I don't really care. Who knows how old Spike will be before he's considered to be an adult dragon? That's a good question. Considering the current Dragon Lord in the episode Gauntlet of Fire was humongous, and like his daughter looked like a freaking speck of dust compared to him. Yeah. And I also see Spike as kind of a different kind of dragon. Like, I think he's going to age differently than, Garble and all them. I think that he's a different type of dragon, but that's just my guess. We also don't know which ponies might die. Twilight will, well, she's basically Celestia now, so unfortunately, the whole headcanon with Remembrance, yep, that's going to happen. A Drake wouldn't have wings. We all don't know what. Okay, Fluttershy and Discord's tea parties look more like dates. Yeah. Especially in shit. What's it called? Discord and Harmony. I'm like, would you two just come out and say the 3 words already? I honestly thought that's what was gonna happen, but I'm just like sitting there going, oh, these two are dating, then there's something wrong. I mean, honestly, it just look at them. Just look at them. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That'd be an interesting question to ask Andrea. Was Fluttershy actually with Discord all this time? That'd be kind of fun. Whatever. Drakes, I don't think, have wings. Another thing about the show, yeah, season 8, freaking Spike finally gets his goddamn wings. 8 seasons later. I'm like, oh my god, it took them 8 seasons to finally show that Spike had went through puberty and got his wings. Yeah. I don't know, especially Spike flew 4 or 5 until the finale. Yeah, it's kind of hard to really speculate on how old Spike is, but he's in the single digits for sure. Twilight would have been 20. I guesstimate Twilight around 7 years old when that happens. So that'd be 13 years old. Makes sense. And puberty works different for dragons. Like, honestly, Meltdown was literally puberty in a nutshell. I can't remember what they called them, but the scale things that itch like crazy, that's a mixture of the chickenpox and acne. Acne sucks. That was one of my worst things. I still deal with it, but not as bad as it was. Not even relatively close. But for an adult dragon, I really don't know. And that's why when I see like not safe for work stuff of like Spike and, other beings, I'm like, skip. Same thing with the CMC. I don't care if they look like adult in the actual picture. I don't care. To me, I think they're still fillies. So, or at the most teenagers. I still think that the CMC were teenagers when the show ended, because someone actually pointed out their body, what do you put this? Like, their concept designs had changed over the years. Like, they went from small and grew up a little bit by bit. Like, they actually did grow in the show. So that shows that they did change age. If I have to guess, I think the CMCs are going into teens at the end of the show. because they're starting to get a little bit more, angsty. Even though the most angst episode of the CMC was, oh geez, that would have been, oh god, it's the one with the Queen reference in it. The horrible as shit, cover, or the freaking rock ballad that was a disaster. Whew. Been there, done that. Die as in their manes and tails. Well, in the case of Rarity, I would think she'd dye her hair. I mean, she's kind of that kind of pony. Like, if she gets a speck of gray in her mane. Yeah, I could see her dyeing her hair. Kind of like how Mare did hers. So, hey, is it Jude or Judd? I can't remember. But yeah, and again, I'll just say it one more time just to clarify it. Newcomers, the first thing we ever talked about was the YouTube update that recently happened. If you don't hit the bell icon on my channel, subscribe. The subscribe is not enough anymore. You have to hit the bell icon in order to be notified about anything. So if you want to keep watching my stuff and get notified about it, best hit that bell icon. Very, very, very important. So when I say that in my reactions, I'm not just saying it like, please subscribe to me or please hit that bell icon. No, I'm literally just saving my ass because YouTube is making it harder for us YouTubers to do our stuff. It's annoying. No, she didn't dye her mane gray. She would basically dye it the original color that it was to prevent the gray hairs. Even though dye actually is confirmed to kill hair rather than make it better. Hang on. Oh, it's a pink. I need to get that out of the way. But yeah, I can't. Well, it's weird that the main six seem younger as humans, but CMC seem older. That the main six seem younger as humans, but the CMC seem older as humans or as ponies. I'm confused. And they are younger. They'd be around 16 to 15, 16 to 17 years old. Because that's, I think, the ages when you go into high school. Well, it depends on what kind of school you go to. For me, high school is 15, 16, 17 years old. Try before you turn into an adult. Well, if the legal age of an adult is 18 anymore. I heard one time it was 21. But that's legal age. For me, that's legal age when you can smoke and drink. I drink here and there, but not commonly. It is 20 years. The show writers confirmed it. It's 20 years later. They could have just put that in the freaking episode, but no. But yeah, I drink everyone. I refuse to smoke. I disagree with it 100%. I hate smokers. Well, I don't hate smokers. I just don't like being around smokers because it sticks to your freaking clothes and makes you stink. I hate the smell of cigarettes. I hate the smell of... Yeah, I don't like it. I drink here and there, but only on occasion. And if I do have a drink, I only have like maybe 2 beers at the most. I may not even look old enough to drink, but I am. I'm 25 years old. I drink Corona, like 2 Coronas at the most, and I'm done. My tolerance for alcohol is not good at all. And I'd rather have it that way because I don't want to kill my vocals. It's like they say, if you drink too much, you're gonna go. Look at Vince Neil. Vince. Is it Vince Neil? Yeah, I think so. The vocalist of the former vocalist of Motley Crue, Vince Neil. Yeah. Look at him. He drunk himself to death and he killed his vocals. YouTube definitely seems to be keeping small channels in the shadows on purpose. I don't know. The CMC seem closer in age. to the main. Oh, I see. So you're saying that the CMC and the Equestria Girls universe look their ages in the original universe. I don't think they were focusing on keeping that valid with the CMC. I think they were just kind of putting them in there as like, filler. They were mostly focused on the main 6. Like, I don't think they thought DG through very well, but whatever. I digress. From me on the last problem, that stained glass window of the young 6 fighting a monster. A hint at a scrapped episode. I think it's to imply that basically things went on as they should have. Like, there were still threats in Equestria, but they were defeated still by the Elements of Harmony. And according to how the theory goes, I think this is a thing regardless. Considering the pillars were the original main 6, like the original Elements of Harmony, then came the main 6, and now we have the Student 6, which I think are the new Elements of Harmony, the next generation. Once the CMC, once the main 6 retire from it, like how Celestia retired herself from it. But there was a lot of things in the stained glass windows that were missed. I saw Flurry Heart for one. Flurry Heart was evolved into a princess. So, well, technically she already is a princess. But she's accomplished something in her lifetime. So she's the princess of the Crystal Empire now. I would have liked to have seen Flurry and to actually see what she looks like. But whatever. More for the fanfic writers. Even though most people look at Flurry Heart as an abomination, I don't. I see her more as a kid that doesn't know what she's doing. So there you go. As a ruler, I really don't know. That's why I look at Ashley H's Remembrance, like her portrayal of Flurry Heart, really, really good. Like, she puts it as Flurry is this Kane's is a bitch. Basically someone who doesn't know who she wants to be. She doesn't know what her purpose is, why she's here, what's her purpose. What's her purpose? She's a blank flank in the actual series if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. It's a killer. It's killer. Emotional, but it's a killer freaking good audio drama. She just barely finished up oh god, what episode are we on? Like episode 8. I think it's concluding within the next oh yeah, she said that the next one was going to be like a 2 part, not 2 hours, god no. It's going to be a 2-parter. So, oh man, this is going to be interesting. But yeah. Who cried when they closed the book? I was close. I was very close. But I didn't cry per se during the reaction, because I reacted to it with my friends. We did all 3 in one go. We had the 2-parter, and then we did the epilogue. We did it all in one go. So yeah, it was a rough ride. But now Pony Life on it, yeah, it makes up where it hurt. Like, you're seeing that Hasbro is still going the right direction, thank God, in terms of quality and all that stuff. I like the villain songs in Remembrance a bit more than the others. Seeing their parodies of other songs, unlike Daughter of Discord, where the music was actually all original. I guess Disney Fanatic got freaking like pummeled with copyright shit on Bride of Discord, because there was like parodies of like songs from like Disney in it. Holy crap. I personally don't have a favorite. It's just I like Celestia as not Daybreaker. What's her name? Queen. She is a queen. Oh my god, what's her name in the freaking series? Ah, shit. God, I'm trying to remember. Nightmare Star. I knew it had to do with I knew it had to do with the night. Like, yeah, Nightmare Star. She is very intimidating and very scary. Yeah, it's basically what Solar Flare or Daybreaker could have been. Then of course we have the whole, she's waiting on Twilight to make the next move. She knows Twilight's in, she's back from her little trip. The element of loyalty has yet to be reformed. Well, not reformed, but reincarnated. So loyalty is the only one that's left. And I'm guesstimating that's either going to lie within Flurry's part of things, or something's going to happen with Twilight that implies it. Like, ow. Like, freaking Cadance needs to get off her high horse and needs to freaking look at things very, very differently. And needs to see the tragedy for what's going on in real life and what is not important in her freaking grief. Like, get over it. Could school... That is really hard to say. School fools. Man, that's hard to say. Could school fools like the CMC be older than they look? Might cutie marks signal puberty? Cutie marks are not a signal of puberty, because cutie marks only come when you know who you're supposed to be. Remembrance, again. Like, Flurry is in her almost an adult, and she doesn't have her cutie mark. Because her mother's a freaking stuck-up bitch that can't get off her high horse. Ow. I'm sorry, but Cadance is like the most hateable character next to Nightmare Star. Because I understand grief's a thing, but when I lost my cousin, and I finally cried when I saw the funeral and her casket left the room, that's when I broke down. And after that, well, things finally went fine. I was finally, out of grief, and I was finally back to my old self. So, Cadance, you have no excuse. Especially that line where she fucking said, I almost wish she would run away because she has her dad's eyes. I'm like, oh my god! You selfish... Oh my god. You're a mom. Oh my god. Yeah, that pissed me off. That pissed me off. I was so mad. I'm convinced. I know Luna who's Nightmare Star. Watch Remembrance. It's a fantastic audio drama. I won't spoil anything. That was just basically a little analysis of just how much of a bad mother Cadance is in this series. Holy crap. Whew. Very messed up. And I'm not talking about the animation. I'm talking about the audio drama. I understand Ashley did some shit that wasn't very good, but we all make mistakes. It's not like pedophilia or anything. It's actually, something forgivable. She was basically not paying people back money, and yeah. So, yeah, she's not the best person in the world, but nobody is. Like, I've made mistakes in the past. Still do make mistakes to this day. I'm human. I'm not a robot. An audio drama is like how do I put this? It's like you're watching a fanfic reading, but it's elongated into multiple episodes. Like, even like Lost version of Silent Ponyville could be considered that, but it's not. But the thing is, the story is being told on on screen. There's no narrator telling what's going on next and who said this and who said that. It's like a fanfic reading series without the narration. The story is being told right there on the screen. That's basically what an audio drama is. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Another good example is Bride of Discord, Daughter of Discord. You haven't seen those? Definitely check those out. Those are amazing. I liked Bride of Discord more over Daughter of Discord. Daughter of Discord wasn't bad, don't get me wrong. It's just Bride of Discord has a better feel to it. I don't know if it's because I'm biased with like Beauty and the Beast kind of thing. I don't know. There's something better about it. I mean, Daughter of Discord was not bad at all. It was just, I don't know. There's just something that didn't really fit with me. Like, it's not as good as, the other one. It's not bad. It's just, there's something about Bride of Discord that's better. Maybe because it's got more moments. I don't know. Are any of those canon? No, they're not. They're fan-made pieces of art. Silent Ponyville 1 and 2, I've noticed have similar characters to Silent Hill, but has a different story. That's probably the intent. Silent Hill 2, though, is different. The guy can't accept his wife is dead. But in Fluttershy's case, it's more, I want to put all these memories away that I did something horrible, even though, I don't know. But basically, she wanted to bury away those memories of her father and what she did. So she had to go through hell in order to finally get the hell out of Silent Ponyville. Oh, fucking hell. No, audio dramas are all fan-made, basically. It's like Bride of Discord is a play off of Beauty and the Beast. And, oh god, I can't remember the other reference, but it's another kind of old piece. It plays more towards the beginning of the story. Then there's another good idea of an audio drama series is Scribbler's Better Love Story Than Twilight. That's technically a fanfic reading because there's narration, but it's close to an audio drama. I see. What? I seen it with a cameo appearance by Blank Slate. I don't know. He's probably been in there. I don't know. Been listening to Scarlet and The Bug in the Basement lately. I don't know either of those. I've been struggling to get content for you guys. Been to Month of Macabre to focus on anything else. So if I get permission from an author, you will get something at the beginning of July, but I don't know about the end of July. But I'll try. I can only try. And that's all I can do. I've also been playing around with EQ a little bit. Like I've been trying to learn how to make my what the fuck was that? I've been learning how to try and make my sound better for you guys, like to just make it a little bit more to improve the quality of it. That came with messing with EQ or equalization. Boy, oh boy, is that a freaking trip. Basically, you have to basically play around a lot in order to get it correct. I finally found a setting that works. I can't stop listening to the narration of Butterflies. I don't know why though. Lost has a very appealing voice. That's what I liked about her content. Well, the main thing I like about her content is that she can turn it into like almost a horror movie. Like you're watching a horror movie and you can still feel like that dread while you're watching it. It's like in Silent Ponyville 2 when it reveals that the dad is cheating on his wife on a deathbed. Oh, I got mad. I was not happy at all. Because I hate cheaters. But yeah, Silent Ponyville 2 was excellent. Like, the one part that I still remember, and it shocked me, I'm like, oh my god, was when Fluttershy apparently gets like in a drowning situation, and the freaking drowning sound, it's not a sound effect. I don't think this is a sound effect. The drowning sound sounds fucking real. Like, it honestly sounds like the VA is underwater recording to a microphone. Drowning. I know what they're doing. It's one of the most dangerous things you could potentially do for voice acting. It's stupid. You're basically drowning yourself. So technically, she is drowning. Like, how do I put this without making it sound morbid? I mean, they're drowning themselves. There's no easier way to put it. Basically, they're taking water and they're kind of sticking it right down their throat and kind of right there inside that happy place. Like I don't know how to really explain it. But they're putting the water like right in between like where you swallow and right there in your windpipe to cut off the breathing, and they're like gurgling like like, and they're creating like a bubbling sound effect. But it has to sound like you're drowning, so yeah. If someone asked me to do that, I'd be like, I'm not risking my own life over voicing a horse. Thank you very much. So yeah, nor do I even know how to do that. I don't think I have the freaking. I don't even know how to freaking do that, and I don't want to learn how to do that. I'd rather have a sound effect over it. Like, I'm sure there's a way you can mimic that to sound like you're drowning. It's kind of like in Bittersweet Apple Acres. At the beginning, there's a part where Crimson gets basically drowned by Applejack. Puts the bag over his head, then puts him under like a drain, not a drain, like whatever, a faucet, and she releases water on him and basically holds him in place so that he drowns and toys with him. So what I basically had to do for that scene was I had to like go, okay, what noises would I make if I'm drowning to death? And I can't like, say anything. I can't like breathe. What sort of noise do I make? So I'm sitting in my freaking chair, like, like that. Like I like to act it out as well because it helps. But yeah, that's basically what I had to do, and then I had to basically put over the actual clip or the noise. I had to put the water sound effect over, and they mix well, and there you go. A pump. Well, I wouldn't say a pump. Maybe, I don't know. Just like your fanfics or horror movie material, I don't know. I'm not a lost or a scribbler. I'll say that for a fact. I would say, I'm in that range. I'm definitely in that range. I'm around probably Goodies era, but I do my best. I just do what I can do and try to just give you guys the best content that I possibly can. That's literally my objective. I actually stopped breathing in that scene. Yeah, it's pretty disturbing. Both are fanfics by what the? Yeah, that name. Skijara Maz. Tone shift. Oh, did you hear the sweet? What? The sweet Mark Seams. What? Did you know Magpies? Yeah, I do. I do. I know that I knew that the Pinky Tails was on its way regardless. At the end of every Pinky Tails, she always puts which one's next. Spike Pinocchio, I think is what's called, or something like that. I know Spike's being played in Pinocchio. Oh god. Princess Trixie Sparkle 2. I hope it explores a little bit more of crap. Whatever her name is. I hope it explores her, her story of things a little bit better. I can't remember her goddamn name. The one that looks just like Lost, and it's not meant to be like that. That's kind of funny. Estelle, that's it. Yeah, I hope they explore a little bit more into her, like, the aftermath of this whole thing. I understand she ran off because she's basically going to figure out what she wants to do with her life. And that's what Celestia basically said. Oh, Jesus. Sorry for the misspelling. Oh, did you hear the... Again, did you hear the CMC is on Pony Life? Is that what you're saying? If so, I can't wait to see that, actually. I didn't think they'd go to the CMC, honestly. I thought they were just going to focus on the main six. In this show, they're technically not even called the main six. They're just friends that hang out at Sugar Cube Corn because why not? Nope, I've only seen up to episode 8, so not there yet. Well, episode 4 in terms of episode numbers, but if we're talking the episodes themselves, 8. I've seen up to the one where basically Applejack says fuck you to the trends. Have you done any of your VA acting for the comics? Have I done any of your VA? What? I've done comics before. Well, for other people, I mean. I've done comics before for other people where I voiced like Blue Balls or something like that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think Pinkie. That's another thing about Pinkie Pie's character in Pony Life. I think she's kind of secretly Sakura. I mean, the potions. Okay, it's just Pinkie. We're not even going to question it. Do you have plans on another fanfic about Inky Hearts? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea right now. I have the idea in my head. I just have to write it down. So, yeah. Whenever that happens, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. That's a pink. Okay. Good. Wake up, buddy. I was talking about the readings I've been listening to. The Bug in the Basement is set in Equestria Girls continuity. Scarlet is set in a future Equestria after the fall. Both involve changelings. Who Wants to Pony Life is just through the eyes of Floria or Little Cheese. That'd be kind of interesting, but it's not. It's not even connected to G4. And considering G4 is connected to both those characters, Little Cheese or Flurry, then it doesn't matter in this one. Good God. I still would like some art of Spawn. What Spawn would look like. It looked like a massive black with like red eyes. Honestly, that's what he would look like. He would be like he'd be like the Tantabus to Luna. It's like your inner demons in one full like manifestation. You guys got questions for me? I'm gonna close this off pretty soon because my throat's actually starting to hurt a little bit from talking so much. Ow. Also, I hope you guys like the guitar cover. That one actually was the most challenging freaking guitar song I've ever done. It's because it sounds like it's basically like a Bohemian Rhapsody in a way. Okay, think about this for a second. Bohemian Rhapsody has like 5 different genres in it. Sorry, my hand's not up. About 5 different ones in it. This one, in terms of metal, has... Let me think about that for a minute. I gotta think here. That would be... Let's see. What would chugging technically go under? Let me think about that for a minute. Heavy chugs. I think that classifies under metal. If I'm not mistaken, that's metal. So we have metal, then we have like simple rock, like with the main part in like the first verse. Pack your bags and leave us alone. And then we have dubstep, which is number 3. So that's dubstep. Then we have more of a screamo type of thing going on with that same chugging riff. So that's screamo. Then we have a more settle part, which is more rock. But we've already covered that one. Then we have rap. Let me think. Then it goes back to the screamo part. Regular. Then the breakdown. That's metalcore. So that's 6 different genres in one song. So yeah, that's quite the challenge. That freaking chugging riff alone is a beast. But the hardest part for me, definitely the rapping part, because I don't really trem pick that much, so especially palm muted. So it's like chugging at freaking fast pace while listening to the metronome. That was the toughest part for me because I just don't trem pick all that much. On open string, yeah, but never muted. So I just had to kind of put into my head, like, just move your hand like normal. Just move your hand like normal. Don't go blazing fast, because you don't need to do that. You see, one of the tricks in guitar playing is when you are chugging, like maybe at this speed, right here, it sounds fast, but it's not actually fast. So every hit down and up is a note being hit. I'm friends with Webcake. I know who she is. She's the one who basically got me this. She recommended it to me, and I bought the sucker. But basically, the trick you have to think of when you're trem picking is the slower you are, the faster you are. It's hard to imagine that in your head. Like at this picture here, see, that's fast. Sounds fast, but it's actually not that fast. Then there's, of course, Dragon Force levels, like, yeah, that's a little ridiculous. But that part where it just trems and it's palm muted, that's the hard part. The palm muting is the hard part because I don't really chug all that much. Damn it. So that was the hardest part for me, for definitely. The chugs were very like, it's more of a pattern. You just gotta put that in your head, and you gotta listen to the metronome. Just gotta figure out the pattern, and it actually isn't as fast as it sounds. Like I said, you gotta think the slower you are, the faster you are when you're chugging or trem picking. Like so my hand's like going like that's literally the chug pattern. Or Prince whatever plays it a little differently. Sorry, Prince whatever. Sorry, Prince. Is the fact that when I first heard that freaking song, oh my god, I'm listening to those chugging riffs like, oh my god, dude, your wrist is gonna be dead by the time this is over. But then I start to get into chugging on the guitar, and I'm like, oh, there's a trick. I see. There's a kick and caboodle about this. So my chugging, like when I hold a pick, where's my pick? There you are. Like, here's my pick right here. I hold it about like that, and like my hands like this when I'm picking. I don't know why, but I pick with the side of my pick and just like barely move I don't even move my wrist. I move my fingers. Like I actually move my fingers rather than my actual wrist. That's another trick with it. But it basically goes like what was it, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 I think. Nope, it's 8 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 8 5 3 3 5 I think. Do. So that'd be 8. So the end one would be 8. Yeah, that's a freaking ridiculous pattern. And it's fast. The part is pretty simple. It's not that tough. You just gotta build up to speed. I don't even know the freaking frets. But it's like I think it's 8 8 5 8 5 I think it's 8 5 7 8 5 I think 7. It wouldn't be that far up to fretboard, would it? Hang on. What is that pattern actually? It is. Let's see. Why are you so heavy? I don't know why my guitar feels so heavy all of a sudden. God, quarantine here, am I right? But yeah, let's see, it goes that. That's 8 5 7 3. 8 5 7 3. Yeah. Yep, that's it. But the thing that makes it sound so fast is pull-offs. So A pull off to 5. A open, 5 open, 7 open, 3 open. Then repeat. Oh man, why do you think Secrets and Pies is the worst for its season? Because of the fact it doesn't fit at all. It does not fit. Like okay, here we are in a season about a Pony of Shadows. It doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. We're in season 8 here. If this is like season let's say 4, 3-ish, then it would fit. It doesn't seem fitting for where it lies. Horse great, but are you going to keep changing things up regularly? All depends. I like, what do you mean by changing it up? Like different genres, or like I'm trying to just get into a, like I'm trying to how do I put this? I'm trying to be more diverse with my content. Well, not my content, but my genres, so that I can potentially maybe get into more genres. Okay. Probably not. Ever since stupid YouTube took away the YouTube gaming app, yeah, it's been kind of so oh my god. You know what I mean. We'll see. How did you get into Grimdark? I already answered that. I basically found Lost and found that I had a kink for disturbing stuff. I like to feel disturbed and feel like I'm actually in the story, like a horror movie almost. So I like the feeling that Grimdark gives me, and I like the kind of effect that it gives me. It's kind of like a drug almost. Let's see. Who's the greatest rock guitarist of all time? I can't answer that. I've got a few inspirations myself. Dimebag Darrell, there's one of the big boys. The guy freaking played guitar nonstop. A legend taken way too early. Randy Rhoads had a very specific style. Sinister Gates, that guy can, jeez. That guy, just watch the freaking one where he's in that like session where he does that freaking like this kind of shit. Like, it's amazing to watch him. Who else is a good guitarist? Oh, that one, the one that recently died. Well, Prince, he recently died. Well, no, that was actually like 2 years ago. But he was a fantastic guitarist. The one that was the guitarist for All That Remains, fantastic guitarist. Sad to see him go. God, guitarists. Yeah. Okay. Does someone have Hendrix beat? Every guitarist has their own style. It's not really who's better than the other. Everybody has their own style. Like Prince, whatever. He has more of a thrashy style. I have more of a melodic style. You know, like something like that. That's more like a soul to me. When Prince is more faster and a lot more like progressive. Like the song to Solidarity. Something like that. He's all pentatonic, but considering I've heard Together Against the Sisters and I disagree, he does a tapping part, I think. Either that or he's doing some pretty freaking crazy hammer-on pull-off shenanigans. Let's see. Is it okay if I tell you on a video on you? What? Is it okay if I tell you a video on YouTube to react to? I take requests, but no guarantees it's going to be out anytime soon. Like, I've got one that was a request already from, I can't remember the channel name at the moment. But basically, they asked me to react to like what do you call them? A an abridged series. And I've got episode 1 ready to go, but it's just a matter of editing. Like I said, I've been so busy with freaking Month Macabre stuff, it's just been, there's no time. Okay. Who's Hendrix? You don't know who Hendrix is? Oh boy. Don't ever go to a guitar convention and say that. Otherwise, they will go get out. Jimi Hendrix, the first left-handed guitarist to ever, be huge. Then along came Kurt Cobain, and yeah. Well, actually, no. Tony Iommi of what's their name? Black Sabbath. That was another one. Let's see. I haven't even seen Bad Hair yet. God, my hair's a mess. If yes, Boney reacts to the last ES. 2 hours? Oh my god. That'd be something for a live reaction. Plus, I have to be careful with copyright music and all that shit. Have you heard of a movie called The Wraith? I think I have. I don't think it's very heavily, a heavily promoted video, promoted thing. I think it's one of those underrated horror movies like The Witch. That was fantastic. But yeah, someone asked me something up here that I saw, and oh hey Kimmy, by the way, sounds interesting. That was I'm trying to just get to a point where I want to do what I want to do. And right now I'm having a blast doing it, even though editing can be a freaking bitch sometimes. The guitar covers are mainly for fun kind of stuff, just fun little shenanigans, but I enjoy doing it, even though it's a little bit of a pain sometimes. Yeah, Breaking Bonds was one that was just, woo, tough. Yeah. Breaking Bonds was just a beast. So, yeah, that rapping part is just the toughest part because for me, I just don't I had to do that. I'm not used to doing that all that much. Especially at a consistent pace, which the song is in 150 beats per minute timing. God, it's time to get these things restrung. They're freaking slippery. And it's not because of, grime and all that crap. It's just the fact that they're old. Last time I had this thing restrung was 2 years ago or something like that. I don't play my guitars enough to break the strings. I don't kill my strings. The most and when I get on my guitar, I normally practice for around maybe 2 to 3 hours. It depends on the day. If I get on a song, I normally tend to try and figure it out. It's Prince whatever stuff, really simple stuff. It's not that tough. His lead stuff, on the other hand, that's a different story. But his rhythm stuff, pretty much the same chords that are played in the same rhythm. It's I was one night I just listened to the Reimagine album, and I just challenged myself to see if I could pick up on the rhythms, the rhythm tracks, very simplistic. This is Better Tomorrow's. Oops, excuse me. That's Better Tomorrow right there. Well, he adds in those two right there. Or if you want to play them on the lower strings. Pretty simplistic stuff. The solo that I improvised, that's just me. I wanted to add something in that was just a little bit more fun. How did that go? Oh, wow. Haven't played it in a while. Despondency, the opening chords are like a... Hang on. Nope. Nope. C first. Then comes that chugging part, which is like it's very simple actually. It's like something like that. I don't know. I haven't studied it enough yet. And the majority of the song is like a chugging. But yeah, it's pretty like... It's like based around like 3, 5, 8. Is that 8? Yeah. 8, 10, something like that. It's got a killer freaking riff like that. Part like yeah. Very R4 kind of style stuff. No problem, Judd. What comics, if any, are you reading? I don't read comics. Only comic... I've never really been a fan of reading comics. I probably just triggered the entire chat. Let's see. It's on 2B. Yeah, the chords on Despondency are really, really easy. It's like I'd have to... Life's a catastrophe. Hang on, I gotta think. I've got no control. Is it that one or this one? I don't know. Life's a catastrophe. Ooh, it might be the 9. It's a catastrophe. Losing a part of me. I've got no control. I can't even find my way home. Something like that. It's like a 8, 3, 5 based. Something like that. That's what seems like from what I can hear. He sometimes adds like those 9th notes in to give kind of more of a harmonic sound. But then again, those could be octaves as well. Like Destabilize is harder because it's actually in drop A. I can get to that tuning, but it's a little bit more difficult. Like I'd have to think of how it goes, but it's like let me think. Trying to remember how it goes. I guess trying to think here. Okay, it's like a something like that, I think. Something like that. Then comes the freaking verse where it's like a... But yeah, it's pretty simplistic. It's just the patterns that are a little difficult. BRB by okay. Okay, Judd. But Destabilize, God, I have to really think hard on that one. Let's see. Looks like by 6. Will they seek to disassemble me, put me up against the wall? Something like that. But it's in drop A. Right beneath my hooves. Is this what I really am? That it's like a like he does like a lead thing in between. So it's like something like that. Something like that. Sounds fast, but it's actually not. Pretty simplistic, actually. This is another song I have to include when I'm on the road. Oh, that's fun. Like, yeah, this is drop C. It's 2 steps down. Sure thing. And then at the end of Breaking Bonds, I thought a lot of people were going to give me a lot of shit for that, but I changed up the breakdown, I guess is what they call it. He does, like, the part where I go like this. Oops, wrong one. Part where I go like that, like that's just a discordant chord. I don't know what the hell it is supposed to be. That part right there, I just added because I wanted to. I think in the original he goes like something like that. I can play Destabilize Part 2, which is Lost in Data. That one's actually really simple. It's like, again, C, same chords. C. What comes before C Sparrow? That's a B? Yeah, sounds like a B. It goes open C, B. I don't know. God damn it. I think that's an F. No. I think that's maybe a B. I'm trying to do a scale here. That's an E flat. E, F. So maybe an E flat. So that's like a 5. 10. No, 8, excuse me. And then 10. And the original recording of Destabilize is the same exact version as it is now. It's drop A. Same thing with the Fight Inside. Don't even ask me to play that one. That one's a ridiculous one. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, dan 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 dan. Like it's a fast one. Something like that. Fun song though. If you can just get past the fucking fastest shit picking. Especially that part where it's like just that squilly. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Chorus is, or verse, pretty simplistic. It's like open 3, 5. That would be 8, 6, 5. Yeah, I think so. No, it's actually 8, 7, 5. Then it goes back to 1. It's a tricky song. It's not easy at all. It's very actually tough. But I discovered this little chord while learning how to play Holy Fire, which is actually really fun. That's the whatchamacallit, the Daybreaker song. Oops. That's the main chord run. Been doing pretty good, Trash Bean. Animal I Have Become from 3 Days Grace. I don't know if I dare play that. I think that's it. Hang on. I think that's it. It's here, there. That's it. Okay, I better stop before I get copyright claimed. Let's see. Amazing. Thank you, Roadhouse. Watching from Clearwater, Florida. Hey, Florida. But yeah, the whole aspect of guitar playing is just to be you. Like, I have a more melodic style, while Prince has a more thrashy style. And basically, you can learn how to solo very easily. Just learn the minor and major pentatonic scales. Very simplistic. Especially if you've been playing for a long time like me, and you can pick up on them like right immediately. Like, here's a C minor scale. And C major. I'm sorry, Trash Man, I forgot about that. Just hit me up on Discord. I will have to bring you into a call with some of my mods. Not that I don't trust you, but it's just a precaution that we do to avoid problems. But yeah, the whole thing about guitars, yeah, like how I learned how to solo was just learning the simple scales. I use minor more than I do major, though. I like the minor pattern better. It's like the one that I wrote for what's it called? Better Tomorrow. Basically, it's based around what scale would that be? Let's see, that's C, D, E. Wow, that's the E, I think, minor. Nope, it's actually the E major. I have to put that in there because this is a MLP stream. But let me think here. 9, slide into 9. 12. Pulls off to 9 again. Like that's literally, yeah. I do add some like palm mutes in there, but that's not that tough. Again, that's just something that I kind of do because it's me. And hitting those pinch harmonics is just all a matter of luck. But it's like a 9, 12, 9, up a string, that's 11, back to 9. That's like a mix between a 9 and 11. Then on that one is if you can hit the pinch harmonic, go for it. That's a 11 pinch harmonic going down half a step, not full step. Full step. Then up one string. Then down to the lower frets, it's like a... Nope, wrong. Nope, wrong again. Oh, there it is. So that's 14? No, 13, 14, 15. 16. 16, 18, 16, 18. Full bend down. Then that's just a pentatonic run. Oops. Plant your finger on the 16th to get these two notes. Roxy, enough. Yeah, I have a doggo with me. But you start on, but it goes like hang on, I gotta think here. So yeah, flattened finger. Third finger. Here, let me just show you what I'm doing here. But basically, use that finger to hold it down. Then on the, we do the, not best teacher. 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. You pick the 19. Pull off. I'm just picking it to give a better sound. Then with the second finger on the Roxy, enough. 18. 18, pull off. But those are pull-offs. You can either do legato style, like you could do legato style, which is open. I do it like this. Then I stretch out to the. I got long fingers, so you probably use your pinky. Goes out to the. So this finger that goes on this string stretches out to the. That would be the 20th fret. Oops. So you go to 20 once, and this finger just goes back to where it's to be. Then just heavy vibrato off the end. Very, very simple. So, since you couldn't see the hell I was doing before, it was like that's pretty much it. The second part, really easy, is so you're basically staying on that note. So that's 218, 19, or excuse me, I might have gotten the 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, it was 21. Is that right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so it is on the 21st fret, that long one. I didn't know that. Okay. So basically like that. Then you just do that little notation again. So it goes like. Then this part can be a little tricky because of the way it goes. Like, I can't spell that out for you. It's just such a hard part to really spell out. Whoops. Something like that. And then it just. And then I play this two ways. One is from either the higher string to these three, like that, or like this again. Whoops. Like, that's how the solo basically ends. I like to play from up here because it gives more of a bass tone. Kind of gives more of a bass. And that's basically it. Simple, simple stuff. Whoops. But yeah, that's basically, hopefully that was a nice little tutorial. Let's see. Oh, it's electric too. No wonder it sounded kind of familiar. My brother used to play guitar and had an electric. Roxy! The pupper. Oh, needs pats. She's okay. She's just jealous. I will keep this in mind when I get a guitar someday. If you get a guitar, you better be ready for a lifetime bond with your instrument. It's like getting into a relationship. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm actually saying that seriously. I heard Machine Gun Kelly, yes. Due to the Eminem battle with him. Yeah. And Eminem kicked his ass. But the guy played a killer Tommy Lee in The Dirt. I'm gonna say Sparrow Tommy. He's an awesome dude. But yeah, that's a common notation that you'll see me do a lot. You guys can't even see what the fuck I'm doing. What am I talking about? But yeah, this is a very common one that I do. Just a matter of learning the tricks. Even that one's really easy. But yeah, things are about to get crazy, so I think I'm gonna close the stream. Close the stream. I don't know which song I'm gonna cover next. What's a few that I've had in mind? I don't know. Are You There's a good one. Nope. Wrong. Yeah. But yeah, as you saw, there was just a lot of repetitive chords going on. Like anybody who's interested in the guitar, like if you play as long as I do, you get it immediately. You know exactly what tuning it's in. You know what what the chords are. Now, Prince's lead stuff is a little difficult because he plays thrashy stuff, and I don't play thrash. I play like melodic. Through the Fire and Flames? Fuck no. I actually do know that one part. What is it? Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah. See, I don't trim pick. That doesn't need to do like a... Ow. Okay, I know he does it very easily. It's not that tough. But I think he does it on the bottom string. Not the bottom string, the second to the bottom. And the way he does it, yeah, it's like thinking backwards. Nope. Nope, that's backwards, Sparrow. Let's see. There it is. Ow. I don't know. That's gonna make. Let's see. It's a. I know it's not that tough. Oh my god. Is that really it? Okay, thank God. Damn it. I'm on the wrong string. Just gotta have to slide up. So that's 3 and 6. Why am I having such a hard time with this? I've played this before. Is that it? No. Okay. Nope. Nope. Yeah, watch me miserably fail. I know that part's correct. What's that second freaking notation? Maybe it is on the lower string. No. Nope. Oh, there it is. So what's that note? Okay. Oh my god. 1 to 5? Are you kidding me? Nope. Okay. And that's the same note, right? Nope. Sorry, I'm just picking apart notes here. Let's see. Okay, it's the 5. Then it's 5 frets up. There it is. God, it hurts. Why does that sound so freaking low? Nope. Next one's easy. 5 and 7. Then the M hurts like a something like that. Something like that. Ow. Fucking hell. You had long freaking fingers to do that shit. Ow. Now, let's go back to normal playing. It's like the first time I ever learned, picked up Better Tomorrow, I was playing it originally like this. Nope. That's it. Let me show you what I'm playing down here. You're going to probably think I'm a maniac. Let's see. Where am I? So that's it right there. So that would be 6 to 6 and 9. Yep, 6 and 9. So it goes 6, 9, 6, 8. Just a 4. Back to that. Then, oh man. 2, 2, 6 to a 2, 4. Then normal again. 2, 2, 4. 4, 7. I think. 8, 4, 8. My bad. Which it doesn't hurt, honestly. Even though the rhythm parts kind of go like yeah, I'm just so it's just a matter of learning how to play bar notes to your advantage. Like keep in mind, this is your root. That's your root. So whatever you are holding down here is going to transpire with whatever you're playing down here. So when I pull off, this is holding the root. So, ay, ay, ay. Everybody knows that freaking riff. But yeah, that it doesn't hurt because I've got long fingers naturally. I have a 1, 2, I think 6 stretch or 7, like something like that. Yeah, that's 1 to 6. And if you guys don't know how steps work, basically from the first fret, which like, okay, let's just use the G string for an example. That is I think F. Oops. I think that's an F if I'm not mistaken. Oh my God. My brain does not want to work today. Okay, let me just... Okay, let's play that way. So that's a C. No. So if that's a C right there, that's a B. No, that's not a C. That's a C. B, A. So that's an A. So that's an A. So I think that's an A if I'm not mistaken. So that would be a G. Yep. Yep, that's a G. G. Then 2 frets up, that's a whole step. So just kind of think of the alphabet here. Only when you get to G, it reverses back to A. So if this is a G, we have an A. B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Learning the scale is probably the most important part of a guitarist's life if you want to ever learn how to, like, properly teach people how to solo. Okay. But yeah. You guys have a good night. I'm going to close the stream off. Hope you had fun doing, just hanging with me and the chat. Trash Bean, just hit me up on Discord, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Yep, until next time. See you later.